Hello, my babies. Welcome to the Gardens Casino and Poker Night Live. It's locked. Welcome to the Gardens Casino and Poker Night Live. Can you just go stand on the other side of the door and make sure nobody comes out? Thank you. Welcome to the Gardens Casino and Poker Night Live. You gotta be kidding me. Hello, my babies. Welcome to the Gardens Casino and Poker Night Live. Ice cream.
Live from the Gardens Casino in Los Angeles, it's Poker Night Live, Hollywood home game, cast of characters. With Sex and the City's Willie Garson, Cougar Town's Ian Gomez, from CBS's mom, Beth Hall, from The Practice, Camryn Manheim, professional poker player Liv Boeree, and your host, back at his post, Joe Stapleton.
Thank you, Tiffany Michelle. Hello, my babies, and welcome to Poker Night Live, Hollywood home game, cast of characters. What does that mean? Tonight's lineup has more combined acting credits than I have combined credit card debt, and I have 40,000 of that. I am Joe Stapleton. I am a once and future poker commentator who now gets to play small pots with big stars. Before we get things going, allow me to introduce Jesse Abramowitz in the commentary booth. Say hello, Jesse.
Hey, Joseph.
That was awkward. Why? Because he can see all the hole cards. None of us at the table can actually hear what he says. You guys know the game. It is no limit Texas Hold'em. Everyone's in for $500 and the blinds are 5-5. The cards have already been dealt out. So go.
Oh,
Beth,
I'm first.
action's on you.
Let's play some poker.
This is very exciting.
This is exciting. First
You're
hand.
folding in the first hand?
Yeah,
It's allowed.
Come on, it's free money.
my usual type of cards.
I'll fold this one.
I second that.
I'm also folding for $5.
All right,
Well
live
played.
television, everyone.
Come on. Well played so far.
Live
I don't
in
know
the
how to
small
play, so
blind with
that's
King
why I'm
Queen.
just waiting until someone else does it.
Someone's throwing her weight around.
I would expect.
She's a
How
pro.
dare you.
Watch it.
Yeah, I would not expect any gimmies from Liv.
Going along for the
They
ride.
can't
You're
turn it off.
first to act. I would check blind if I were you.
Liv raises to 20, gets called by Garson. Garson pairs his
crazy.
4.
Check line. No. Let's have a little continuation.
Is that $20?
Is that what that's called? Hold on. That's called a continuation bet?
Yes. So
Oh, because you continued from the
Continue,
last
yeah.
bet.
I have
I'm going to let you have
the
this
You know,
one.
it's an educational show.
Can you show us a bluff?
semi.
Oh, is that the best
I
hand?
actually had a piece of that.
You were way ahead.
Get a
But
nine.
it was a very bad piece.
Bad fold.
So it was not worth
You want me with 4 or 5
Was
bucks?
it not worth-
Diamond?
It was not worth the party that was about to take place.
You let her run away with it.
You had 3
No,
flush.
no.
Actually,
It's good.
I
That's good. I now know everything about her game that I need to know.
Well played, Willie. Well played.
Thanks, Willie.
Right?
Well
I gave
done.
us all.
$20
I gave us
then
all
help us
critical
see what was
information.
going on.
Don't be intimidated by
I'm
Liv.
first here.
Yes. Liv has some acting aspirations, so if you guys promise to be nice to her, I'm sure
Don't
she'll
we
be nice
all?
to you.
And we
Don't
have
we
poker
all?
aspirations, so we can switch.
Yeah, we've got exactly. We've got values we you can and trade to each other.
Oh my gosh. Is that a tell? Is that...
I call.
I have acting perspirations.
I know everybody wants some of that like Marvel and Disney money, Star Wars money now. I want some of Cameron's Land Before Time money.
I'd like some of that too.
How'd you get in on that 11-part franchise?
I don't actually know how I got in on that. That was a nice, like, hey Cameron, do you want to play Trina on Land Before Time? I'm like, yeah, I want to do a voiceover.
I mean, those are
Wait, you were in
easier
Land Before
gigs, I
Time?
assume.
Yes.
That's so cool. I was obsessed
Did
with
you
that movie.
dress like a little? Check. Did you dress like a certain way to show up to do the voice?
15.
I'm gonna have to hold that right there because
Okay.
I have to think now.
Okay.
You're folded.
I
It's
am
on me.
no longer playing in this game. I need cab fare home, so I'm
So
That's the one
Beth
who
has a
was-
flush draw. She's bets 15.
Really
When
like
action
her.
gets around to Joe with trips, we'll have to see what he decides to do.
But I think I can say badass.
You can say that. I
I
think.
look like I was a badass, but I'm not.
She's
so
referring to the donkey, of course,
You
the
can say
animal.
badass, that's allowed?
Yeah, I'm a bad donkey.
Oh man, I flopped my way into a huge hand here. I was really only calling so I could do that Land Before Time bet, but now I've got a monster.
It's rare that I play Jack 6 offsuit. But thank God I did, right here.
Oh, and you're folding it.
I know, well,
You know
listen,
that's a good hand.
I want to keep you guessing all the time.
I have to play against the pro.
Oh,
I'm not a pro.
mama.
I'm barely even a professional TV guy. I have to call though.
I'm back in. What kind of casino is the Gardens Casino? They don't let me do that.
It's a wonderful.
So the flush does come in, but it's double paired. Joe's got a boat.
How dare they?
That's
That's-
I can't be losing, so I'm gonna raise to 100. What is that?
Mama
I'm pretty
mia.
sure I can't be
You've got to make
losing.
it 120, Joe.
120?
Yeah, nice try.
Math is hard.
See, this is
Well.
how my life goes. So I hit a flush and you have a full house. So I'm
Yeah.
folding.
Good fold, Beth Hall. She was
Had the
correct.
jack, right?
No, he has a
And
5.
the heart had the heart had to come as a pair.
Yeah.
Well, you got to
They
show
told
it to win.
they told us to hold for technical stuff. Sorry, I should have made that clear. I was hoping they would get it before.
That's not
live.
how
I just
those
sit here
came
live.
out.
That's not how they were, if you care. No,
It's
Jack's
quite all
the
right. We
other one.
it's fine.
5 was on
No,
there.
that was
By the
6
heart's
was
on
in the middle.
last
it's,
part.
it's fine.
Six was in the
It's the
middle.
same.
Doesn't. If anyone notices that, they've got an eagle eye. Sorry, yeah, we're just holding for something happened technically.
Oh, what, oh.
We're gonna keep going.
Because
Okay,
so far
keep
it's the
going.
best episode.
Yep. There we go. Sorry, there's the winning
Everything's
hand.
going swell.
All right, Jack 3 offsuit. Yeah. All right.
I said I was just trying to do the land
Hold on,
before
you
time
played that
gag.
hand. Hold on,
And then
you
I
played that hand.
It wasn't
I just
my
want to make
fault.
sure.
I didn't know that
we
was gonna
learned
happen.
a lot about this over here now.
That's all right. My motto is, lose early, win late.
Oh, good. I hope
When
your
you say
motto
that's a
comes
motto, like how often, do you, like how many times a day
Something
does
she
that
lives
come up?
by.
Honestly, it's what happens all the time. I lose early, then I buy back in,
You're setting up your image.
Yeah, exactly.
true. And you break even, right?
then I break even.
Amazing.
That's exactly right.
And everyone's happy.
I'm just gonna remind everyone that the true prize is the fond friendships that we're creating here.
That is.
I know these people, and they are not my friends.
I don't want to see what you have.
In all the years of being on those law shows, do people go to you
I
for
call.
legal advice?
They come to me for, first of all, my picture is up in every jury room across LA County.
Is it really?
Because, I don't know if I could say this, but one time I went to jury duty and I made a deal with the lady behind the, registration, and she was like, if you sign a picture to me, I can, make this go away. And I'm like,
Wow.
you're in. So
What?
That's
the
like
next-
that-
I come the next day, and I don't generally bring pictures with me to jury duty, so I had to go the next day. I wrote her, and I just wrote on my picture, if if you need a good lawyer, call me. Camryn Manheim. And then I gave it to her, and she excused me. And now I have to play.
Joe, do you have any
I'm
questions for
gonna
any other people here?
No.
Everyone gets one segment each, actually, is how it works. So.
And, so by the way, I did that. That happened 10 years ago. I swear to God, if they let me have my cell phone, I will show you that today, I got a text from someone saying, "Look, I'm at jury duty. Look what's up on the wall."
I know.
Today.
I know where it is.
You've seen
I
it.
was at that jury
I'm
room.
telling you, they made a copy and sent it to every jury room in Los Angeles County. It's everywhere.
That's amazing.
I would say 30 times a year somebody goes,
30?
"I'm at jury duty." And
Are they all jury duty, or are some of them just in court?
Oh, I can't count. Thank
no,
you
it's
very much.
all it's just in the courthouse.
There's also massage
I called
areas where there's pictures.
Wait, in
In the courtroom.
courthouse?
No, where Cameron's picture is.
I'm just saying it's kind of crazy.
She got that,
Yes,
yeah?
people ask
Don't look
for
at
my
me while you're
legal
touching your
Yeah.
chips.
all the time.
So
I am
Gomez
in the
bets
illustrated
with
version
middle
of
pair
the
and a
bet.
gut shot. Liv with ace king will call one there.
Was it to me?
In the
50. I'm going to try to
Glad I
count it
got out
correctly.
of this.
What are you thinking right now, Liv?
Money.
Tough to read these celebrities, isn't it?
I'm just going to keep letting him do what he
I
does.
wish I had the illustrated book, then I'd know what you had.
Okay, this
So
is
another
the pot
bet
of the
and a
day.
call to the river we go.
So far. Check.
Oh my God, that's 7-9.
I'm so curious about this hand.
You should always play 7.
Check, raise, if you ask me.
It would have to be 7-9 of hearts, I think.
That would be really nice.
At least.
I think Liv knows that Ian would never check here
Liv,
if
what do you
he
think?
rivered a flush, and she
Walk us
might
through the
go
process.
ahead and try and steal this pot.
I'd rather not.
What you had for breakfast?
Yeah.
I let you see all my jokes.
I have not seen one of those yet. Wait.
Sorry,
have
there's
them?
one. I'm gonna throw a break here. There's gonna be a joke. Don't worry.
180.
Wow.
80. I got a lousy 2 pair. Fold.
Probably for the best.
Interesting.
Can we see
I
it?
shouldn't have been
Can we
in
see
the
it?
first place.
Can we see
I
it?
think she's got
I
queens.
like the cut of your
I predict
jib.
queens.
Oh, not even a pair.
Well done. Well done.
Wow, way to ruin my show.
Well, she's a professional. I'm gonna
Did
go.
she let you turn that
Is there
over?
anything? We didn't sign a contract, right? I can leave it any
You can
time.
just leave.
I just,
leave.
yeah.
If you need a lawyer,
Preferably in tears.
Just try not to bluff all of them because I would like someone to have a good time.
It's all right. It's fine.
Oh, the man who with the
people
Jack
enjoy
3 gets
All right,
a
we
full
gotta
house.
take a break.
Yeah,
We'll be back
exactly.
faster.
We're not taking a break. We're continuing playing.
We'll be back faster than you can say the Land Before Time 11, the invasion of the tiny sauruses. Back after this.
Poker Night Live is brought to you by our trusted friend, Kimosabi Mezcal. Why settle for tequila? Step up to Kimosabi.
Camryn, when she's sober, is a really good player. But that's rare. You got to get her early in the morning. Now, the man who taught me how to play poker is a young player out of Texas named Doyle Brunson. New player, you wouldn't have heard of him. My game is perfect for television because I never shut up. It's nonstop talking. That's my entire edge, is that I am so annoying at the table that you just want to, you're in hands that you should never be playing. That's my goal.
So far, that story by Willie is definitely checking out. Welcome back to Poker Night Live, Hollywood home game here at the Gardens Casino in Los Angeles, where tonight we've got a cast of characters like this guy from Kingpin and Something About Mary, Willie Garson. Let's keep playing some poker, but I did want to ask about Farrelly Brothers movies. Are they as fun to work on as they seem like they would be?
They are and they aren't at the same time.
Okay.
Because the scripts are somewhat meaningless, if you do something funny, it's going to stay in the movie. So people are basically like climbing over each other to do something.
So you were still in the movie?
Wow. Wow. That's so mean.
Really mean, especially coming from your twin brother.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
horrible.
We are rarely seen.
So you never really know, like, if you're going to make it in that, that particular scene. But it's great. They're good friends.
Race.
We met playing poker. So that's how. And I've been in all of their movies since then from playing poker.
It's a poker friend.
Yeah.
See, okay, so my whole thing about this show is that poker is one of these things where, like, you get to know people you normally wouldn't otherwise. I'm sitting at a table full of actors that I wouldn't, and, like, as long as you're all in the same game together, there's no real status, which is what I really like about it.
Yeah.
And the social aspect is so great.
Right.
I mean, when Liv and I first started dating, for example, we hadn't moved up to poker yet.
No,
It really heated up.
yeah,
we started in bingo, but it really heated up on the
I felt like
table.
it just took us to the next level.
Yeah.
Which events further? Which games you played, or which games you played?
Wow.
That's between us.
What?
Meanwhile, Gomez on the turn, you were 6-4 suited, turns the nuts with the straight flush redraw. Everyone else drawing dead.
It is.
It is for you.
You did it.
I am getting comfortable at the table. No, I'm used to solid gold chips. So
Nice.
I don't know how to
Nice
Remember,
bet,
at home,
Ian.
remember at home games when people
bluffed
used
me
to
out.
play high-low games and you would declare with
Yeah.
Yes.
1 or 2, whatever. We had a guy in our game whose hands were so freakishly large, and he would wait that 1/1000th of a second until we finally figured out that he was always, going high alone or going low. And we figured out that he was actually cheating at the home game with the
the
palming of
declaration.
the chip. Yeah.
He had,
Wow.
what, 2 chips in his hand, or?
Yeah, we all, you all
Oh, he
take
would
down
open
1
it.
or 2, and 1 is high, 1 is whatever. it
So
is.
if everyone went high, he goes low.
Yeah, but he would it was just like a 1/1000th of a second.
So it was a skill.
Yeah.
Who was that?
I can't tell you. He's an assistant district
late,
attorney
great
somewhere in America. That's true.
So you let him continue playing, or?
No, we called him out on that garbage.
He's dead now.
Yeah.
I just had an awesome hand. I just want to let you know that.
You can show us anytime you want.
No, I mean before. I should have showed you, but you were
What
in
was
the,
it?
Yeah,
What
I
was it?
talking.
Like 6'8"?
I had a straight, with like a possible
two
straight
and a
flush
four.
draw.
6-8 of hearts or something.
Huh?
6-8 of hearts.
I had a what I have.
4-6.
6-4 of hearts.
4-6 of hearts.
Why would I go in with that? Because we're on TV. I'm trying to keep it interesting.
Yeah,
I have nothing to say. Is it up to me?
Yes.
It is.
Well, now that I said that, I can't stay with that.
Let me check.
All right, let's see. Okay, go ahead.
Oh.
When did you start playing poker?
I learned to play in 2005, but I turned pro in 2009.
I check.
And what does that mean, turning pro? You throw your hat in the ring, like somewhere?
Yeah, something like that. No, it's just like
I'm not gonna lie.
if the majority of your income comes
I'll
from
lie.
It's
Poker,
more of
I
a
guess.
lifestyle.
Right, yeah. If you're
Turning pro means different things. in
certain
different
level of
fields.
degeneracy that you get. Oh, well, yes.
I mean, it's interesting because of television, and we get to play in a lot of tournaments that we shouldn't be at. I
With
certainly-
people we shouldn't
with people
be
I shouldn't
playing
be
with.
playing with. But you know what they show on television and the glamour of the final table and all of that. What people forget is that they've been there all week.
Yeah.
In some stinky hall,
They all stink.
eating hot dogs and sitting on comfortable chairs for 20 hours a day to get to that glorious final table, and then get up and do it again the next week in another city.
Yeah,
Which is an amazing
there's
thing.
generally like a trend. The deeper someone gets in a tournament, the worse they smell.
No,
And
Because a lot of them stay up all night and play cash games in
Right.
between the days of the tournament also.
And I'm always sitting next to them.
drug addicted. I mean, obviously.
speak for yourself.
Also,
Poker addicted?
I feel like it must take an amazing amount of stamina to stay focused and do that and just sit there and, it doesn't seem fun to me.
Bladder.
It takes.
Well, it's the hundreds of thousands
wanted
that
to
you
say
win that make it fun, but
I called Camryn.
I am
yeah, it's pretty exhausting.
folding the Strek.
Liv won $1 million in a tournament one time.
Really?
Wow.
Is that how you afforded that jacket?
Have you ever heard of Buffalo
real
Exchange,
sweet?
Ian?
I check.
$1 million.
$1 million
That's a lot
is
of
a
money.
lot of money.
1.7 technically.
There you go. Over $1 million.
7?
Almost 2.
1.7.
Did you put
That's
some
much.
of it away, or did you?
Joe, that's closer to 2 million. You should have said
Bought an
almost 2
apartment in
million.
London, so I bought like a cupboard in London, basically.
I checked you.
I check.
Let's see if Gomez chooses to bet here. Does have the best hand with two
Bought an
deuces.
apartment and a horse.
I bought my old horse back, but she was like £1,000, so she was.
Aw.
No, but
pretty
how
old.
much did she cost? Come on, get it?
I like the
What for a
joke.
living? You're a comedian? Okay.
I like the joke. Did Doyle Brunson really teach you to play poker? Is
He
that-
did early on in a tournament, and we sat together for like 6 hours, and he taught me everything
hours,
that
wow.
I needed to know.
During the tournament?
what-
You'll
so
see
what
what a terrible.
happened?
You'll see what a terrible player I am. So he's obviously awful at it. But he definitely taught me
Is
some
he
things.
still playing, Doyle Brunson?
I think so. Yeah, I think he plays at the Bellagio
You said Todd
sometimes.
plays. I mean, the son plays a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you still see him around. Yeah, I admire his dedication to the game.
It's an old school way of playing, though. I mean, people have. We all can kind of play now.
Right.
These little
yeah,
tricks
the
that
game has gotten tough these days.
all you youngsters have come up with all these fancy little moves.
I think I forgot to tip on that big pot I won, so there's that for starters. now my cards change. Woo, they
Thanks
do
for
actually.
reminding
I'm
us.
gonna make
Yeah,
it
thank you
15.
for reminding him.
No one else is allowed to tip before they look at their cards this hand. Who next hand?
See you.
Liv, have we ever actually played together before?
No, I was just thinking that.
Oy vey.
All
I just
that-
want to say that I've tipped.
I have yet to win a
I
hand, so I
haven't
have not
won a
checked.
hand.
I only won my money back,
I keep forgetting what I have.
Blinds.
Forgot that one.
basically.
Thank you.
It's okay.
All right, 4 to the flop after Joe raises to 15. King 10 10.
Hard to
King
shuffle.
pairs Gomez.
Yeah, right?
I know.
I can't shuffle them, really.
Some of us can't do it at all.
Oh, you
fun.
poor thing.
Really?
What is this?
Can't do it.
36.
And it doesn't make the
Look at my.
noise.
Which is why every once in a while,
Can't do these.
every once in a while you'll be at a poker table or a tournament where they do a bet to see who can last the longest without riffling their chips, and I always take that bet because I literally can't do it. So
Do you do any fun stuff with your chips?
I can't.
hard to
I just,
riffle.
stack
They're
them
heavy.
sometimes, every once in a while. That's a big bet. I'm gonna fold.
thing he does.
Yeah, give them to other people.
Yeah.
That's the real fun.
Interesting spot for Liv here. She may think she has 8 outs, but we saw 2 9s get folded and an ace.
What was it, 35?
The Iceman from Top Gun.
Just keep going. Keep going. Just.
I'm intrigued by this hand.
Can you say something about Maverick?
Goose. You big stud.
There you go. Close
It's not
enough.
Maverick. I don't think Maverick ever
It's
said
not
that.
an
to Goose.
Iceman line.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, what does Iceman say?
He says, "I don't like you because you're dangerous." Right? Something like that.
I think that's 75.
All right. We have to take a quick break, but before we do, I'd like to tell you how you can enter the free roll of a lifetime. No, it's a cliffhanger. You guys know all about this. And an all-expense paid trip to come to LA to play here at this table where I can interrupt you playing poker on national television.
I can't keep this bluff going for much longer, Joe.
Just download the free Poker Night app in America and register today. Next week, I'll be announcing the first round of winners on this show, so don't miss your chance. The contest is totally free to enter, but this TV show costs money. So we'll be back right after these words. All right, go ahead. We can keep
Poker Night Live is brought to you by Sit and Go 2.0. Go to sitandgo20.net to claim your free Sit and Go 2.0 strategy ebook.
Camryn Manheim and I, we've known each other for years. And we've been working on the show called Living Biblically on CBS. She's fantastic. She's such a pro, very funny, and we became even closer, which is really, really nice. But she's a lousy poker player, so I intend to take all of her money, which would be great, because she actually does owe me some money.
Welcome back, my babies, to Poker Night Live Hollywood home game from the Gardens Casino here in LA. Reminder, if you hear a voice from out of nowhere, that's my former roommate. Oh, and he's also our commentator. Jesse Abramowitz, say something about poker.
Game on.
That was hysterical, Jesse.
All right, yeah, you folks at home can hear him, but we at the table cannot, which I wish had been the case when we lived together. Okay, stomach problems are a thing. Weak stomach on that boy. Ian Gomez.
Yes.
You've just bet $75.
Now, since this is a brand new segment, I can take that back.
Not how it works.
Okay.
But Liv has been making you sweat out this decision for the entire commercial break, even though we said she could act.
I believe you.
You do?
I do believe you.
Huh.
So I'm going to raise you.
Wow.
I didn't have it
That
set.
would have been the best thing.
I had a
believe
king
you.
and an 8. What was the next card? Can we see what the next card is?
Let's see.
Sure, why not? Let's do it real quick. We're gonna
Yeah,
the old rabbit hunt.
Oh, no.
No, wait.
I had Queen Jack.
I have pocket nines.
Oh, nice.
Well, I bet.
I'm so glad.
I would have gotten
See that
I would've
Liv
gotten all the
would
way
have
from
made
her.
a straight, and Joe would have made a boat if he stayed in there with his 9s.
Good bet. Good bet on the flop there, Ian Gomez.
Well,
You're a fine player, little lady.
Proud of you.
Ian, I'm not sure if you're sick of talking about this or not, but John Corbett is you, right? In my Big Fat Greek
yes,
Wedding.
John Corbett is me. I auditioned for the part, and I couldn't get the part to play myself.
Did you really have to audition, or they just decided early on we're gonna?
No, I was never in consideration. Never even a thought.
That's better though than auditioning and not
His
getting
name is Ian. He's married to Nia. Let's get John Corbett.
Fantastic.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
That was
that makes
really
sense.
great movie.
I mean, I wouldn't, invest $5 million in me. Oh, I got to put it here first. There we go.
Did you guys have any idea when you were making it that it was gonna be the biggest ROI movie of all time?
No, it was a great script, so the potential was there. But you have a great script. You have all these good things. It's a series of lightning strikes to even get the thing made,
Right.
and then it was just.
He's probably just remembering
I'll call.
the box office.
Honestly, they don't equal 10.
Much like the fine film Practical Magic. You don't know if you have lightning in a bottle. I'm sorry. Good.
So are you saying the
Is this
movie
my
was lightning?
segment, Joe?
It is your segment,
Oh, wow.
yeah. Yeah, it really is.
That's why I got makeup during the break.
Yep. Come
Oh,
out
this is
here
wonderful.
for you to talk
We
about
must
my
go to
big bet.
20.
Looks like Garson with ace jack suited will make it 20.
Call.
Cool.
So this is my segment? Is this all
Is
we
that
do?
not, that's it. We're done.
This is my
A
money that I
movie
won off you
that
earlier.
my wife
So-
won and
Yes,
that
it's a
she
it's a
made,
donation.
Yeah.
But I don't
Well,
get anything.
What?
Action flop hits a little bit of everyone.
Fine. Do we get 2 segments each?
Yes, some of you.
Oh, we do? Okay, then.
Well, not
do it
everyone.
in
Who
a second
knows?
segment.
There's only 9 segments.
40, please.
Well, there's only 6 of us.
Right, so not everyone can get 2.
Oh,
That is
that's
a
what you were
talent.
saying.
How did
Isn't
you
it?
do that?
With the nut flush draw, Willie Garson will make it 40. Gomez 2
That was not
overs,
licensed
backdoor flush draw,
No,
and a gut shot.
That was my own
Is
conversation.
he opening his mouth wider?
Yeah, like this. Like.
I
There
feel
needs to
like
be a lot of fat. You don't have enough fat there.
I feel like that's going to be one of those things that comes back that's like a sexual gesture, like in some country.
So
It's like the middle
I'm sure the
finger.
sound department is just loving this right now.
Liv with a pair and a
Dream
gut shot
come
calls
true.
as well. Ace on the
Middle finger.
turn.
I check to you guys. Well, him first.
I'll check. That wasn't Christopher Walken. That was me actually just checking.
2 checks walk into.
Thank you for stopping.
I will check also.
That's crazy.
Wow, that's 3 checks.
What were you thinking by checking like that?
That was, well,
75.
See, this hand was getting serious.
I
Got
forgot what I
quiet
had
for a
to-
minute.
Yeah.
You forgot. That means you're folding.
Gomez with nut no
she help
pair
60?
cannot call with Liv to act behind, and she
I was
actually
just
has a
hoping one of
decision
those,
here
would turn into
with
something.
third
Liv, do you
pair.
believe him?
No, she's never going to believe me.
I just don't know how.
She won $1 million. She
1.7.
can afford $75.
And that was just in one tournament. She won 1.7.
But she didn't win $1 million by calling every
No.
$75 bet there was.
I think Liv is number 5 on the all-time money list for women.
It is true.
So just throwing that out there, guys.
That's supposed to scare me.
I thought I was
Yeah, but we're
number
a rare
5.
breed. It's,
I was number 5 on the women
you're a lady too?
of the all-time women. Did you knock me out?
Willie
you're
Garson,
number
now it's
6.
You
6.
get all those patches for nothing.
She's
you know?
gathering all your tells right now.
why would you check turn?
I left my Yogurtland patch at home.
Sprinkles are free for everyone.
Smoothie King. Smoothie King.
Liv trying to dissect this story,
show.
and she just keeps asking herself, why did he check the turn?
Whole time.
She's calling. Show me a winner.
Does make the call. Willie shows the ace.
Jack. Oh, wow.
He did that like head shake when he turned his hand over.
Well, when you called me, you had me feared. You're a multi-million-dollar winner. I've won
You're not sure if
multi-million
you want to be
dollars
called.
since.
Why did you bet?
I think we should put Willie back at number 5. On the all-time lady money.
I'm a
winner.
tough
deserves
woman.
it.
I'm a
Nice
tough
going,
woman to play
Willie.
against.
I think he just displaced you, Liv.
Willie, would you said that you just shut her down?
I turned the faucet a little bit. I might have turned the faucet.
Is it his segment already? I didn't even have a full segment. He asked me one question that wasn't about me.
Okay, Ian Gomez.
No, fine. I don't want to talk to you,
No,
Joe.
because I really
You know
want to do
what?
this.
You know what? No.
I was working up the nerve for this. That the Drew Carey show is probably the reason why I moved to Hollywood.
Well, it's funny you should mention it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I wrote a spec for the Drew Carey show when I was in college.
Yes.
And so I'm a little bit in awe. Maybe that's why I had a hard time asking you questions.
As you should be. I was a recurring player on a wonderful TV show.
Oh.
It was great people. It was a fantastic experience. But I'm saying that
Sarah,
because
we need to
you know,
talk
I
about these cars.
He had nothing but nice things to say about Drew Carey before we got
Drew
started.
Carey is a very nice man. Very nice man. I have no qualms. I don't know if I'm using that word.
Well, that's no fun. Is there anyone you can trash talk?
There's a lot of people I can trash talk, but you know, I need to have some more iced tea.
Can we get this man a beverage?
Mommy's
Right
glass
here.
of juice.
Is it my bet?
Oh, I thought he was secretly telling
Goma
us.
is
he
getting
had
hit with
beef.
his deck a little bit here. Facing a raise. Will he re-raise or
Let's
just
make it
call?
45.
3-bet,
As
45.
comedians, have you guys seen Stapleton? And is he any good?
They've never seen me.
Oh.
I have never missed a show.
Are you a stand-up?
I really, you know why I don't
yeah,
play
but I'm
poker? It's because my
a
arms are
nobody
very
stand
short.
up.
What's the
I
raise?
never was. Not has been yet.
How much you make it?
No, I'm good, thank
Were
you.
you a stand-up first or a poker player?
Poker first.
45?
Commentator first.
But you
So
know
it's
that
my segment, and yet we're talking about you. No, it's fine, you know,
Were you ever stand-up, Ian?
I don't want to talk to you.
Ian, were you an iOS guy?
A what?
iOS?
iOS? What's that?
You? Are you an improv person?
Oh, improv, yes. I was at the Second City in Chicago.
Second City. There we
Were
go.
you really?
Well, I was on a smaller stage. I wasn't on the main stage. I was selling T-shirts and washing dishes. But I got hired with some very famous people. I got hired with Chris Farley and Stephen Colbert.
Wow.
And yeah, great. And I'm in Carson.
I have.
No, I love this place.
Were you living in Chicago?
I was living in Chicago. I went to Chicago to do Second City.
Got it.
And I was on the stage. I'm legitimate.
You know, Joe moved here for the Drew Carey show with no idea that it was not on the air anymore. So you're never getting on the show.
I actually got here the year they put like the fifth. I was like, I'm gonna be a sitcom writer, and I got like the 50th reality show.
Yeah.
It was like there were like 2 sitcoms on TV by the time I got here. You guys, I have bad news for Ian specifically that his segment's over. That's it. You have to wait till we come back around to you. We talked about everyone,
We
but
learned a lot about you.
we did learn so much about you.
I'm sitting here sweating.
Second City, everybody. Guys, it's time for another break. Tiffany, Michelle, if we had a big fat Greek wedding, what kind of booze would we serve?
Well, Joe, I would imagine that they'd be serving your tears at your wedding because you'd be left at the altar. But at my wedding, we'd be partying down with some Kimosabi mezcal, and for the after party, playing a little sit and go 2.0. But, you know, just guessing. Remember, this week we have 2 more celebrity games live streaming on Thursday and Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific. You can watch the action on twitch.tv/PokerNightTV. Also, go visit gardenspokernight.com for more information. We'll be back after this.
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
I played in the Southern California Poker Championship. Actually, I represented the Gardens because I made it to the last day at the Gardens. I was the only woman who made it to the last day, or the 4th day, and I came in 14th. Well, they give you money, 10,000 like for the first day, and then I put 5,000. Like I didn't want to put cash in the bag. I wanted to hold it to play poker with. So I put it in a pants pocket and donated it to Goodwill.
Oh, that's amazing.
I know.
You did it on purpose.
Yes, I donated it to Goodwill. True story.
We're going to have to find out if that was true in just a second. Welcome back to the Gardens Casino. This is Poker Night Live, Hollywood home game, cast of characters. I'm Joe Stapleton, and tonight I'll be playing the role of a qualified TV host. And the action's on me. Great. Wonderful. I'm going to check. So wait, so that's a totally true story.
Unfortunately, yes.
But you can't even... You did it on purpose, though?
No.
To make a donation to Goodwill?
If the IRS is asking, yes.
Yeah.
But no, I put it in like this cargo pants in the side. Oh, it fit there so perfectly. I was like hiding it so my daughter wouldn't get a hold of it. And I just forgot about it. I won it in September, and then November I decided to clean out my closet and donate a lot of clothes and get rid of a lot of clothes. And
How good is your life, though, that you didn't have to like use that $5,000
I know
immediately
it's a
for
terrible
something?
story to tell.
No, it doesn't.
But no, it was like horrifying when I realized what I'd done, and I like blamed my daughter. I blamed, my.
How long has your daughter been a thief? That's really what I'm taking away from
Well, she was
the story.
a little kid, and I figured she was playing with them, and she was playing. Anyway.
All of a sudden, she had a lot of toys. Don't know where they came from.
So Liv can actually probably help out with this because her tournament that she finished 14th in had 9,800 runners.
Wow.
Which leads me to think she could be the last lady standing in maybe any tournament ever.
I mean, probably live tournament.
Yeah.
Because
Like, that
there's
is-
so few live tournaments that
that have that many
yeah,
players.
Maybe
and
something in the World Series, but yeah, that's
So I'm in the history
Pretty-
books, the poker history books.
if not the last
Yeah.
lady standing, like very close to
That's
it.
a
Yeah.
big
I hope your
tournament.
pal
Southern
is
California.
what's the
card
buy-in?
is saying that poor Camryn.
You know, it was like they had many sessions in different casinos. So like for a
Right.
week they'd play at the Gardens, and a week they'd play at the other tournaments, and so all four tournaments would come together for the finals. And so it was like 9,000 something.
Is it
Wow.
$10,000 buy-in?
Why did you raise? 'Cause
Liv's
we're having
quietly
a
raising
friendly
you while you're
game.
telling a story. She's
I'm
hoping.
telling a
it's a
story.
1,000.
Yeah.
I'd like to play in the game.
They can't turn it off is the problem. She can't not
500.
take every advantage available to her.
it's just like it's a
She saw my
reflex.
weakness when I
see-
just linked
see-
in.
I'm going to play against Liv, though.
Exactly.
Good for
Go.
you.
Joseph,
Now, okay.
how long have you dreamed of this?
Poker's very popular now,
A few times.
and
You sounded
Sure.
like my grandmother
Check.
right now.
the
With the
poker,
kids?
the
With the
poker,
kids? Yeah.
the poker is very popular with the young people.
Yeah.
So now it's, it used to be mostly men, but I'm sure the percentage of women has gone up. So now it's like, oh, she's like ranked highest of women, and is the percentage that much greater that
It
it's
still
such
is.
a big thing
still
that
It's still like 95.5 or something.
really?
It went from like 98 to.
Okay.
Liv's a better person to answer
it
the
makes
question,
it-
but she
because-
wants to beat me in this
Because
pot.
when you add the thing, she was one of the top 5 women players. It makes them
What's the question? Sorry.
makes them sound
Is it-
special.
Is it still man's
You know what I
game?
mean?
It's still mostly men playing.
Yeah, I mean it's still definitely a majority males playing, but the ratios have improved,
Okay.
and more importantly, we're seeing more women play bigger buy-ins than we used to.
Is what?
More women are playing the bigger buy-ins.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is a good sign, I think. Sort of
There
as
wa-
the times have caught up, women have now very much financial freedom, and it's no longer considered a man's game. I think most girls hopefully feel pretty comfortable playing.
Because it sounds like
There was
and
a
the
controversy.
women, they're doing well too.
There was a controversy there for a while about women having just all women poker games. Where did you fall on that
I mean,
spectrum? In that
In
conversation.
an ideal world, we wouldn't need them, and I'm not a fan of sort of any form of discrimination in terms of either if it's positive or negative. But at the same time, I can see the benefits that come from providing a playing environment. If it gets players into the game that wouldn't otherwise play because they feel uncomfortable, then I can see the merits of that too. So I don't have a really strong opinion on it either way.
When I started playing,
Yeah.
I played women's poker tournaments for sure, and it was more comfortable. And then
Right.
I didn't like playing with only women after a while. I found I liked playing with
So
mixed better.
what was it about the women's only tournaments that made you want to play
They
more
were
than the
cheap.
mixed?
They were cheap.
But I mean, they were cheap. I mean, would you have played a cheap mixed
Yeah, I
tournament as
did.
well?
But I also played the
45.
women's one.
Right.
All of the aces in play now. Garson, 2 of them in his hand. Makes it 45.
I'm not drunk yet, by the way.
No, but that's because I've never been invited to an all-women's tournament. So
Was it a pair of jacks?
Well, now even at the World Series. don't
You
we have-
are really good.
Oh, I am really good at this game. I am able to see. I have the thing. I have
You
the
are re-
earpiece that Joe has.
Whoever said you're bad at this is not wrong.
Did you say you had herpes?
Who said that I was?
Earpiece.
How does he know?
You said 45?
If he had the earpiece that I had, right now he'd know that they're begging me to tee up Beth's clip from Mom.
We were just talking
So-
about this, like about Daniel Negreanu. Like
Oh.
he literally knows what you have.
He knows what
It's
you
uncanny.
have.
Yeah, he knows what you have.
No, you.
Oh, me. Oh,
You.
yeah. Oh, because
Yeah.
I'm stupid. I get it. I see where you're headed there. Now, Liv taught me this amazing term. It's called continuation. I've never heard it before,
And you're already trying it?
but I'm going to try it with
Wow.
a 120 bet.
I think he's
I
hurt.
like it.
God, you're such a fast learner.
That's called an overbet.
You
Really?
are
About pot.
preying on
little
me
below.
because I'm weak. And
I
I've
mean,
had too
I'm
much
not a
water.
math major.
I am bloated, and I'm not thinking correctly. I'll fold.
You didn't eat as much as I ate upstairs.
No, you Willie had. I don't know if there's a
Will you
camera
show me
on
a
me.
fold?
Willie had
For you, yes.
4
All right,
entrees.
I have to fold. I didn't catch anything.
You had
Everyone,
glad I
someone
called
sneaking
it.
around, getting something there, like a jack.
I had a possible. I had nothing.
You guys know who the
Willie
real?
had noodles. He had a burger, and
I did not have. Okay, you know what?
you had a
not
tremendous,
Flash.
Guess what, guys?
shrimp cocktail.
The real winner in this hand is going to be Beth Hall because I am going to show her clip for Mom. Can we please do it so I don't get in trouble?
Oh, she has a clip?
Yeah, it's a clip.
You got a big career ahead of you. You have a fiance. You got a husband. What do I have?
Oh, quit your bitching, you selfish, pampered princess.
What?
You got a purse that costs more than my car. You sleep till noon because you don't have to work. On top of that, you got your hairdresser, manicures, masseuse, all coming to your house. You know who comes to my house, Jill? Nobody. Not even the delivery boy from Golden Dragon. I gotta walk down 4 flights of stairs to get my Kung Pao freaking chicken. So the next time I hear you're feeling sorry for yourself, I'm gonna smack you so hard your lip filler's gonna come out your ear.
You want some pie?
Wow, that's the first round of applause we have. It was my dream to work on a 4-camera sitcom. Like
Was
that
it?
was yeah. So that must
Like
be
the Drew Carey show.
like
Is it
exactly.
my segment yet?
What's mine?
So that kind of thing that's like in front of a studio audience, like that's what they call a 4-camera sitcom.
Yes.
And now there's 3 cameras that work on this show, which is we're almost there.
So if you're in front of a live studio audience, it's just like
We filmed
how many takes
half
do you
of
get
it
to
in
do?
front of a live studio audience.
And you just have to like nail it first
We
time.
usually get a
maybe?
couple. No, we get a couple takes.
You can do
Is
the
it me? I'm sorry.
Sometimes they rewrite like in between takes as you're going,
They
and
rewrite?
well, a few lines.
Wow.
It seems like so much fun.
It is.
I see,
do
because
it
you've got an
in front of
audience
live.
to test it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
And we shared a hallway with you
Yes,
guys.
they
when
were
we
right
doing
across
our
the
show.
hall from us.
We got to see you guys all the time.
15.
That was fun. It's like
It was.
TV sitcom camp.
Yes.
You know?
With my buddy Jay Ferguson
Oh, I love it.
from Mad Men.
He grows a great beard.
He does.
Who's this?
Jay Ferguson. J.R.
Rubs a
Ferguson.
beard.
You know, Liv, I
Grows
think every
a
time it's my big
massive-
blind. you're
Grows. I thought you
raising-
said rubs.
I don't want
Joe's
to take it.
fault.
I don't want
It's
to
Joe's
take it
fault.
personally, but
You know, the 2 bad things are gonna happen. I'm gonna fold,
And
and I'm gonna shill right now for the network. It's time for another break. But before we go, this Friday night at 9 Eastern, CBS Sports Network hits the pitch for some intense Major League Rugby action. Don't miss the Utah Warriors battle the Austin Elite on CBS Sports Network. We'll be right back.
Who doesn't love rugby?
Poker Night Live is brought to you by our trusted friend, Kimosabi Mezcal. Why settle for tequila? Step up to Kimosabi.
let me tell you a little bit about Willie Garson. He's a talker. He's short on the short side. Let me just say this. He is vertically challenged a little bit, and I think because of that, he's got all this vibrato, and he thinks he's going to win every game, and he's got a couple of moves up his sleeve, but most of the time when we go to tournaments, he's out way before me. So I'm not worried about Willie Garson. I'm not going to say I'm the best poker player. I am an eager learner. I'm a curious poker player, and I love the game. So I do come to win, but I can't be like, well, I'm going to kick their asses. There's some good poker players out there. That was nice. That was nice.
I can tell you the legal show background because you used the legal term of vertically challenged. You knew that would never fly in court. Welcome back, my babies. This is Poker Night Live, and we are coming to you from the Gardens Casino in Los Angeles, where we are all shocked to learn there's a U.S. Professional Rugby League. Just in case you thought the Utah Warriors was made up, they're apparently very real. Did you guys notice that there's an entire state, Utah, is playing against the city of Austin?
There's a state called Utah?
Yeah, that too. We're learning all kinds of new things. There's rugby, and there's a Utah. I also call.
Well, that's wonderful.
By the way, we have a new dealer.
Yes.
And I'm expecting my luck to change.
This is Elsa, by the way. Elsa is the new dealer. Jesse, Camryn was specifically requesting that you could just give her some soothing words about how bad her cards have been.
I mean, really.
He's not doing it. I'm being
get
told
back
he's not
to
doing
Utah.
it. They
Utah's
don't want him
very
talking
ethnic,
that much.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Ethnic.
incredibly
Very ethnic. Yeah.
It's a melting pot.
Diverse.
What's a melting pot?
Oh, that's right. Camryn hasn't really had any hands yet today.
Logan is.
And she's so.
It's up to you. Did you check? I'll check.
20.
20?
Oh,
No, it's
dealer
not.
gave you better
$25
cards.
on
It's
the
a
pot.
value bet.
You know, Liv's taught me a lot about tells, actually.
No.
Go on.
Oh, she
So
folded
we'll
it.
see if I win this hand and I can.
I will 20. I'll call that.
Did you ever do any of those religious shows in
We
Utah?
just did Living Biblically. That's pretty religious.
No, but like in Utah, did you?
Flush comes in on the turn for Gomez.
my
Straight flush redraw.
No, I've never done any of those.
That's a real show. Touch
Although
me.
we work for CBS.
It was only
fine,
on for like 45 years.
Yeah.
They did like
30.
10,000 episodes.
It's why Joe went into the business. Drew Carey
And Touched by an Angel.
and Touched by an Angel.
Not 30.
Did they shoot that in Utah?
They did. I did the Jewish episode. I did. I'm not
Of
kidding.
what?
It was the
Of
Jewish
Touched by an
episode.
Angel?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I was dying of like leukemia or something, and I wanted to leave my daughter to someone Jewish, who was our mailman, who had survived the Holocaust.
I checked out on
That's a
your story.
great story,
Usually-
Willie. Thank you very much.
And we'll be right back.
Thing that's,
Isn't the mailman usually
Willie
the father?
Garson, funny man.
Isn't
Willie
the mailman
Garson.
usually the father?
Yeah,
More
yes,
on the
yeah.
Holocaust after these words. $50.
Shit balls.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, we're done. We're done.
Okay, let's
Isn't
wait
there a
30
fine?
seconds.
There's a fine.
1,
I
2,
can't help
3,
it.
4,
That's
5,
for
6,
playing
7.
with Cheryl Hines all these
Here,
years.
I had.
Yes.
I had
And if you lost sound for just a second, that is because we've been bleeped for profanity.
I'm glad I didn't.
Nothing's wrong with your television set.
Charity tournament. It didn't seem like charity. I'm just
She's a
kidding.
very good player.
She is a very, good player, but she has a mouth on her. And sorry.
I had a
about that.
giant crush on her. We actually, God, this made me sound like such a tool, but I was lucky enough to be able to fly on a private plane with Cheryl,
Wow,
and
this
Sam
sounds like
Simon,
a humble brag.
and Sean Astin, and I'd never met any of these people before, and it was like one of the best days of my life, and I had a gigantic crush on Cheryl Hines after we had flown back together.
She's
And-
adorable.
Yeah.
Did you bring your Drew Carey script?
You know what? I almost did because I have a printout still from there, and I was like, this is
You're
gonna look
still
too
hawking
weird.
that script around town. aren't
I
you?
am.
Like,
Here's my current
line.
spec.
I'm sorry.
It was called Pandora's Box, and it was about Mrs. Lauder's very promiscuous daughter who shows up all of a sudden.
Named Pandora?
Correct. You nailed it. It was really clever.
wow.
Let's just take a moment to acknowledge Joe's player graphic there.
I never showed it to him.
Elsa, I thought you would take over from Sarah better than I.
All right.
Oh, see?
Someone's got cards.
I guess I should have
Cameron
asked.
finally wakes up with something. Two
everything.
jacks here in the big blind. She will raise.
All you gotta do is ask. Okay.
If she raises a nickel, I will laugh so hard right now. That would be the greatest,
Five
greatest
more.
thing ever.
I'm gonna go up 40.
I don't remember what I have.
Exorbitant.
This is this
Well,
little
I
hand that,
say,
if,
I
Like
say.
overkill.
that if I was playing against people I didn't like, I would play that. Yeah. Yeah.
So he likes us, everyone.
Yeah.
Joe likes us.
If I knew how to play poker, I would call, but I'm not, because I don't.
Come on, Ian. Let's play.
Well, when you say it like that, I'll fold.
I
Had a
want a
7-10 off
hand.
suit for crying out.
Jacks.
That's a reasonable hand to play.
Solid
7-10
read.
off suit?
What is the worst hand that you've ever won?
Good question.
Something, like a really major.
Oh, I gotta tear up this note card now.
7-2.
No, 7 deuce suited. I
Thanks,
doubled up
Willie.
on day 2 of the
Oh, was
tournament.
that coming up? Was that?
That was Liv's whole segment.
That was it. That's all I had for Liv.
That's what I've got going for
And
you.
you asked the question.
Were you
He's
big?
gonna have to
Were you
improvise.
big blind or something?
No, I was under the gun.
Wow.
Yeah.
she raised.
It was a pretty
For
diabolical
those of
hand,
you at
but it worked out
home,
for me.
under the gun mean. No.
And you
You
raised.
guys, I really regret the thing with the card I just did because I pay for those with my own money. Like, I really should not have done
So
that.
you really regret it?
Yeah, I'm just like, I gotta go to Kinko's before the next show again.
Are
it's
there
a whole
still
thing.
Are they
Kinko's?
paying you to say that?
Hey, Kinko's, get in touch.
Are you stopping by Kinko's after you go to Blockbuster?
No, I'm
confused.
Why is Kinko's obsolete? Because everyone has an
Sorry.
iPad?
Call.
People still need things printed.
I'm good.
Check.
I could go for some Kimosabi mezcal.
4 more times. If you get the case.
Trusted friend Kimosabi.
I was at a charity
Mezcal.
tournament, and there was a real player 2 away from me. So, you know, every button, I was the big blind. And the guy was just
Let me see.
chewing me up all day. And I hated the guy, so I hated him. And one time, he just called. And I looked down, I have 2-6 offsuit. And the flop comes 2-2-6. And I'm like, it was the greatest thing that ever happened to me in my life. And I just let him, you know, because I'm an idiot, I don't know how to play poker, and I'm just acting like I'm letting him bet, call, you know, so I doubled up.
Beautiful.
It was just the greatest situation.
And you saved the rec center.
Right. And Grandma got that.
So Manheim picks
And
up
so
some extra equity
it all
on the
worked
turn and
out.
calls, but bricks out on the river.
I have to check
Tripping
that in case
nines,
you got your flush.
way good.
You have 1 club. What's the other one? You're slow rolling me?
I had an ace high.
My goodness. That would have been so dirty.
Ace
I would
9.
have allowed it.
I was looking for my straight.
Oh, right, the straight.
What did I have?
Those
I had.
cards? Oh, more things to talk about.
That's right, yes. Why? Do you want me to read one of them?
Yeah, sure.
Conversation isn't a strong point.
Do you want me to just hand them out to everybody and you guys can ask each
Let's
other
all
questions?
do some cold reading.
Okay, fine, hold on. Who wants Camryn's card?
Can we talk about?
I'll take it.
Can we talk about ourselves?
Yes, well, it's technically supposed to be Camryn's.
Let's interview ourselves.
What do you want to talk about, Camryn? I'm happy to
Does
talk.
anybody have any questions?
For you?
I was just doing
Wait, you were in Working Girl, right?
No.
No, what was the one with Harrison Ford in the elevator?
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah.
It was Sudden Impact.
Sudden
No, it was
Impact.
Clint Eastwood, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
All right.
But we speak the same language.
Right.
You only need to get one part
you
of it
knew.
correct.
It was a-
Elevator, you know what
Elevator.
you're talking about.
But you
We're
were
like
so
20
great in
years
Working
old.
Girl.
You should have been in Working Girl. Would have been a
that was
much better
Clint
movie
Eastwood.
with you in
It's true. Hello.
In the elevator. You were a child.
That was my first thing ever.
Yeah, I read that.
It was a casting call in
20.
Santa Cruz Sentinel.
You're kidding.
For extras, yeah. So I was an extra with Clint Eastwood. I was in that scene where he was like, "You're nothing but dog," and you know what happens to dog? They get stepped on. I can't say the word.
Wait, he was the journalist?
I don't
Oh
really
my
know.
God, I'm terrible at this. I'm sorry. Joe?
You're getting us there. Actually, believe it or not, Tiffany for Michelle, is it time for us to take another break? Yes?
Oh, there she is.
Oh, there she is.
And yes, go ahead. Finally, let's talk to Tiffany.
Smooth, Joe.
Oh, okay. That's my fault. I threw to Tiffany too early, guys. There was a good point where the conversation broke, and I didn't wait
But
to see if Tiffany was actually ready for it.
lines?
I thought you.
Okay, now we have to
But
do
you
it,
had a
please.
reaction.
Sorry.
It was just, it was the two of them.
Please let us have a break. We need a break from this insanity. It is time for a break. A Kimosabi Mezcal, as Ian Gomez likes to say, so sexy. A Kimosabi Mezcal break. And then after that, our guests at home can try out a little poker at Sit and Go 2.0 when the game is over, which pairs perfectly with Joe's jokes and with poker. Mezcal and poker. We'll be right back after this.
Poker Night Live is brought to you by Sit and Go 2.0. Go to sitandgo20.net to claim your free Sit and Go 2.0 strategy ebook.
When I play against celebrities, it kind of depends. It depends on if they're a celebrity I want to play against again, then I might just show them a good time and go a little bit easier. Or if I think I'm never going to see him again anyway, then I'll just go after him. I did a couple of acting classes, so yeah, I mean, if they'll give me lessons, maybe I can exchange poker lessons for acting lessons, particularly comedy lessons. I want to get better. Well, I'm already better than you, Joe, but you know, better than my current state.
Everybody gets your shots in. Welcome back to Poker Night Live, Hollywood home game, where I finally get to ask my good friend Liv Boeree about her recent TED Talks. But before I do, action. Over here at Beth Hall.
Obviously, she never wants to play with us again. But all right.
Liv has legitimately given a TEDx talk and a
15?
TED proper talk.
In the last few months, yeah, it's been a hectic, it's a very stressful few months. Because I get a lot of stage fright.
In the last few months, you've done both the TEDx and the TED Talk?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch those.
The TED one's not out yet. It was it wasn't like main stage one. It was a sort of side stage 6-minute thing, but
Teddy Talk?
yeah, exactly, Teddy Talk. But I spoke about poker, so you know, stick with what you know. But yeah, it was pretty terrifying. And the one before that was so 2,000 people, which is.
You know, this segment's
stressful.
long enough for you to do the whole 6-minute talk if you want. It's fine.
That's why I'm not nervous doing this show, because it's not.
You know what they say on the Brady Bunch? Just picture them in their underwear, and then you won't get nervous.
You know that TED Talk episode of the Brady Bunch?
That's from the Brady
Yeah.
Bunch? So what was that called? A continuation?
Yes.
They're all joking about
I'm not a
So
professional.
Beth Hall will go with her continuation bet here with 10 high. No one else is connected. This should get through.
In front of people, you're very comfortable.
I nearly threw up on stage.
Oh,
You got
really?
chips in your hand already,
so
Cam.
nervous.
Oh, you're not playing.
She doesn't have
No.
Is it
She has
three of
chips,
us?
but
I
no
should
cards.
be, but I'm not.
Oh, you're upset.
No, I'm not saying that.
20, sorry.
No.
I call you a 20.
I'm not saying
Let's
that.
go.
All
Come
right.
on.
Jesse is
me.
probably
Hot shot.
saying that, but I'm not.
Is that Russian?
I don't know what
Ooh,
that
that's good
Something
Kimosabe
Slavic.
mezcal.
She keeps betting.
Throw away your 3.
I don't have a pair. But I'm going to continue to bet. No, I'm not going to.
So Hall
I had an
actually gets
ace-7.
there on the turn, pairing her 10.
You were ahead.
I was?
Continues betting, takes it down on the turn.
That's wonderful.
I can hear you in the booth right now, and you
fantastic.
can shut up.
You know what? I'm gonna bet like a.
I won
Like
that
Willie.
hand before I folded.
That's how
Willie,
bad
you're
it's
up.
getting for
You're
you
up,
tonight, is
Willie.
that you're thinking about the folded hands.
Listen,
Yeah.
I
You're up
made
about
it.
140?
I made it through the first
I was happy
hour.
about the fold, and then
I know.
I'm amazed.
You gotta, Liv will tell you that eventually, oh, okay, fine, you know what? Now, we originally tried to get Liv Boeree to come on for Rock Royalty Night because she actually can wail quite a bit.
Whale?
Wail on the, you know,
Oh,
wail,
like guitar.
you're like you can shred on guitar. But since we
As can I.
couldn't get you for that night, we actually do have some footage of Liv completely shredding guitar with some of our crew members.
Yes.
But here's the thing, hold on, there's a warning, is that the bad news is that she's playing Metallica, so we had to dub over the audio to something we could afford, so check it out. That's great stuff.
Wonderful.
amazing.
We did.
We can.
you are the coolest person I've ever met. Like,
She
you're
does
a poker
everything.
pro,
And she rock
rock
climbs.
and
She
roll,
rock wall
yeah,
climbs.
exactly.
She's a rock wall
you're,
climber.
And you're foxy.
This is
She has an
wonderful.
apartment
And it's up
that
to
she
me. I'm
bought
sorry.
in London with
I
a
have a
winnings.
tremendous hand.
I thought she bought her horseback.
15.
Too.
Oh.
She did also completely rob a guy in a game
A
show in
heavy
England,
horse
by the
was
way.
1,000
talk about
pounds.
I just want you guys to know this, that she completely robbed a guy in a game show in England.
That was the goal of the game show, win money.
Let's go.
It's one of
Rob
these.
the guy.
It's one of these game shows where he makes a decision at the end whether he wants to split the money with Liv or if he wants to steal the money from Liv.
Prisoner's dilemma.
What's that?
Prisoner's dilemma.
Prisoner's Dilemma, apparently. I don't
That's
know.
an actual show?
I never heard of it.
Yeah.
And so,
it was
The
a-
show's called Golden Balls.
did he split it with you, or
on.
did he?
Yep. Yeah, Willie. Golden
Hold on.
Balls.
What do I have
I
to
used
do?
to dance under that name. So I thought I had a copyright on that name.
It's been around for a while.
Oh my God, I've seen you.
No.
They have stock footage of him dancing. I'm gonna pay a lot of money to see that.
It was.
Stock
Who
footage of
raised
you dancing?
Yes.
I
Hey,
did.
we have a
Ian Gomez raised.
And I'm full of crap.
Okay.
Come on. The pool's fine.
Look how well.
So Hall does defend from the big 4. Will go to the flop.
All my money.
I just. Beth has not forgotten. That's great.
Do I have to
That's
be
wonderful.
felted to buy in?
No, you can add on if you like. We don't want people to add on for much more than 500, but if other people have like 6 out there.
10, 10, 9, 2 spades trips for
It's so
Boeree.
far away.
Flush draw for Manheim.
Check.
Check. Someone's got a 10.
Maybe.
Camryn have
25.
fancy jewels on.
Yeah.
She's got her aces necklace
I
too.
got, oh, look.
She's got 29
Oh,
ear
sorry, I
piercings.
didn't mean to touch my thing. I've got, I got aces.
Oh.
It's obviously
now?
not my good luck charm.
Oh.
Somewhere she has a tattoo of our baby. I'm sorry. It came into my head and I just had to continue or it would have been awkward. so I just made it more.
This is why I'm not drinking tonight.
Who says I'm drinking? You don't know that. You don't know that.
You know, it's
Is it up
on
to
you?
me? I'm
Yeah, it's
sorry.
on
No,
you.
I'm folding. I have no business.
Oh, it's us. All right.
It is Yus.
So my
Are you
husband's
reading
going to be
me?
watching tonight and
trying
questioning every
to?
move I've
You're
made.
very stoic, actually.
Who is the better poker player, you or your husband?
Flush comes in.
Oh, yeah, he is watching.
On the
So
turn.
You have to say it's fine.
It's
You're
him.
married?
20.
You didn't tell me that when we were.
You guys, live TV.
Oh,
Soon,
no.
live TV.
What were you doing? Playing the harp? When you were playing the harp?
Well, yeah, when we were.
When you were
yes,
playing
when,
the
yes,
harp?
When we were, yes.
When we were knitting.
We were doing cat's cradle.
Okay.
So
This
should
is,
I take it that you
each
don't
other.
want to be friends with me after this?
Say that again.
this is
No,
a
you know how you
showdown.
were saying in your thing that the people that you like, you want to see again and be friends with,
Right,
just play easy?
exactly.
Yeah, maybe you'll see my hand and then.
Maybe she needs one of those
I
jury
don't
duty
wanna have
headshots to
count
get on
this,
your good
but I'm
side.
gonna go 75.
Oh, she doesn't want to be your friend, Liv.
Yeah.
That's.
I love this speech first,
Thank
too. This
Yes,
she gives the whole
exactly.
speech,
I'm
and then she's
telling
like,
you what
I
she
bet.
said. She was, if I like people, I play easy. If I
Right.
don't,
And she's raised my blind every
All
time.
a part of the bit. She's.
Don't play angry.
Yeah, she played us from the start. She played us from the
You know
parking
what
lot.
she's doing in England? They call she's sussing you out. That's what we call it over the pond.
She had us all,
Sussing.
all figured out in the green room.
Here's something
Sussexing.
good. Liv's terrible at live reads.
Sussexing
She's the
you
worst. Oh boy, that's a race. That's a
Oh,
race.
Camryn.
That's a lot of chips.
I call.
Yeah!
Liv has got 3 10s. That is a flush. Ouch. Wow. Wow. I really did not intend for this to happen.
I don't apologize. Nice hand.
This is
feel
almost
terrible
like
when I
rugby
win.
in Utah.
I like to lose early. How much time do we have left?
Plenty of time. Plenty of time.
You better get
Also,
moving, sister.
Just for anyone.
Wow.
Chips, please.
Anyone who's got a free pass.
Are
from
these
being
real
late.
leather chairs? Because my
Thank
So
you.
Liv
very
either
much
turns
within my-
3 10s into a bluff or thought she was good still on the river. Either way, huge pot for Camryn Manheim, excuse me.
And look at that.
Queen 10.
All that patience.
Queen 10.
Can I just explain what happened to me last time? Because I know Jesse
was,
is talking.
the
Old
late-
school.
Jesse is talking, but Tiffany's going to talk about us now.
Was the
Tiffany,
whole thing.
what's going on here at the Gardens later this week?
Well, Joe, this week I host Gardens Poker Night. On Thursday, we'll be live streaming a ladies' night headlined by recent poker inductee Maria Ho, along with other notable women in the industry. And on Friday, we have a celebrity game. You can watch it at twitch.tv/PokerNightTV and visit thegardenspokernight.com for more information. But stay tuned to Poker Night Live. We'll be right back after this.
How would you like to play against the pros on national TV? Download now to play and win. It's absolutely free to play.
Welcome back to the Gardens Casino and Poker Night Live with our cast of characters and host Joe Stapleton, who is just himself. Back to you, Average Joe.
Helps with my double.
Thank you, Tiffany Michelle. Before we get back to the poker action, I would like to reintroduce Jesse Abramowitz speaking in the commentary booth.
Yay!
Hey, Joseph.
That's great.
I'm a lip reader, and I don't think that was.
Oh, that Jesse.
He is.
I would
He
just
is a
say,
card.
I forgot before, but I tipped our dealer after I.
See, I did
After you
after,
won
but
all-
I didn't
all my money.
announce it. I did off the air as well, but I didn't announce it.
I'd like to vote for having Tiffany over there because that is not a good angle for me.
I really am not the kind of person to take shots, but you said it was a bad angle because it made you look bald.
Yes. When the
Is there an
camera's over
angle
there,
that-
I do not look bald.
Do you not know that you're bald?
Yeah.
You're aware.
No
right?
one else knows I'm bald, Willie.
Okay, good. As long as we're all on the same
Where are
page.
we?
Yeah.
It's up to me, and
It's not up to-
everyone's waiting for me, and the camera's on me. So I'm going to take my time deciding what I'm going to fold.
You literally played a character named Bald Chef on Curb Your
Yes, I did,
Enthusiasm.
yes.
Yeah.
Who wore a toupee?
So you were. I mean, when you got cast for that, was that the when you figured
When I got
it out?
cast for that, it was actually Is this my segment? Is this my second segment?
It's a bonus segment. You're getting a bonus
I
segment.
had shaved my head completely a few months before, and I had very patchy hair, and it was growing back, and I looked like I might have had an illness when I did that show. So it was and the camera was all over my head. It was a horrible, horrible time.
That was the gag, though, right? That it was
That I was bald, but I looked bald and ill.
That was the solidarity. Yeah, everyone shaved along with you.
Manheim is slow playing her ace
Just
10.
all contract the same.
3 on the turn. Joe just with a gut shot.
Long here, short here. It was terrible.
But they made it work for the character. And
They made it work for the character because they're geniuses over at Curb Your Enthusiasm.
And Beth, you were on Curb Your Enthusiasm also?
I did an episode, actually one of what I think is one of the funniest episodes. Not because of me. Wow. Not because of me, it just happened to be in it, but
Pretty controversial episode.
bold. It's very
Palestinian chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why was it controversial?
And actually, like, whenever I get recognized in a poker room, it's like young guys who saw that one episode. Oh, you Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That's cool.
I'm just apologizing now for the river.
Really?
Why is it controversial?
Well, there's a lot of swearing in it. There's a lot of there's a
HBO?
very graphic sex scene in it.
In what?
Curb Your
It wasn't
Enthusiasm.
that
Yeah,
graphic.
it's pretty graphic.
25.
It wasn't
And sex
me.
scenes in,
Not me. I was
Has-
the
what
receptionist.
What happened pre-flop?
at the
You
Rabbit.
didn't
Have
raise
you ever done
pre-flop.
a nude
You
scene?
just checked.
Me?
You've done no. Have you ever done? You've done a nude
have?
scene? Have you ever?
Why is that so hard to believe?
So Joe can't figure out the hand. He will pay it off. Rivering a jack there. No good for aces up.
Years.
Renting them? People?
At the store?
I was sexy pizza delivery boy.
Number 3.
No, I had a pretty nice one with the Queen on Game of Thrones with Lena Headey.
Really?
Really?
Yes, I had a.
Wow.
I mean,
show-
it wasn't
What
like
show?
it wasn't like a
Full frontal,
raunchy.
or-
It was my show called White Collar, which was a show on USA,
That's people love that show.
and she was my girlfriend.
Was it your butt? Butt?
No,
shot?
no butt.
No butt?
Nope.
Isn't that on USA?
What
What
did
did
you
they, what did they make you show?
Just my merkin. What?
Wait, you didn't ask what American is, did you?
I've not
I
been.
know what a merkin is.
No, I've not been. I've been naked on TV.
No.
On the Drew Carey show, we did a full Monty episode.
Yes.
And
You ain't seen nothing
we
yet.
had socks and stuff all over our stuff.
Was UPS boxes, right? Was the gag?
Well, that was one part of it. And then we did the full Monty at the end, and we were naked, and it was a horrible, horrible experience.
There was also
Paid scale. These guys are getting like $90,000 an episode. I'm getting like lunch money. And they're like, oh, let's go. I'm like, yeah. Yeah, it was great.
There
It
was
a wonderful
also
experience.
that episode you did of Small Wonder. That very, very.
Did you guys have a small
controversial.
wonder in the UK? Can
That
someone
was
please
also
tell
the name of the episode and the name of the show.
Yeah, that was the character. Yeah.
Can you please explain Small Wonder to Liv, who
Oh, yeah,
grew
what
up
is Small
in
Wonder?
England?
Small Wonder was a robot,
You bet?
A child
bet that?
robot.
child robot. So
She bet I raced.
She looked like a little
Nice.
girl with pigtails, but she spoke like a robot, but like the worst actress.
She may be watching
like,
this.
Okay.
Willie.
Well, she's not still playing the robot.
Actually, she's playing next week on the show, so if you could.
if she's wearing the outfit.
About
So Liv leads with her flush draw, and Hall decides to actually take control of the pot, raising on the flop with her threes, which are still good. Deuce on the turn hits Liv.
While you're here.
Kimosabe.
The crux of the
That's
show
my
is they're
favorite
always
of this
afraid
call.
she's going to be found out, and she always gets in these situations where she acts too much like a robot in front of the wrong person.
Right.
That's every
And
episode.
they're going to find out and send her back to robot land.
Liv right here. Sorry. We're talking to Liv during a decision.
I'd like to see her on Westworld.
Yeah, they bring back Vicky the robot on Westworld. So good.
That would be amazing. An homage.
She lifts up the couch, they vacuum under it.
Nice job, Beth.
Fantastic.
So Beth Hall does take that down with the best of it. I like the way she took control of the hand there.
Joe refuses to hand out the cards. So
Yeah.
we have no questions
All
asked.
right,
Okay.
who are we
You
talking
can
about
have
now?
Beth's card.
Okay, Beth.
You can have Cameron's card. Do you want Willie's card?
Sure.
There's Willie's card.
Cameron, you're a
You
sign
can
language
have Ian.
interpreter?
You
It's
can have-
true.
Wow.
Yes, I am a sign language interpreter.
Tell me what you have to say about
Oh,
Joe?
this is so much easier.
About Joe in sign language.
Oh, about Joe? He's, you know.
Very talented, I believe is what that said. I saw it in my periph.
Liv, how many E's do you have in your last name?
Ease. 3.
That was,
Yes,
I was
correct.
saving that for the closer.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
Ah,
Oh,
Beth.
no. We're
Three
going
out
to
of
make you have to
6
work
letters.
hard.
I'm really sorry.
6-letter last name.
Beth,
And
you did the Murphy Brown reboot?
Oh.
No, not the reboot, the original.
That was,
Were you
that
a
was a joke.
secretary?
Like, are you? Have they?
Were you a secretary?
Joe.
Yeah, I ruined
No,
my
I
joke.
was in the last season. I played a pregnant woman at the hospital when she was getting her surgery. So I had just a little scene with my idol, Lily Tomlin.
Oh, wow.
Amazing.
15.
I love
It was
her.
the first sitcom, the first television I had ever done except for commercials. And I got to be with Lily Tomlin, and I was so nervous. And I told like the makeup woman, I used to do Lily Tomlin monologues in high school and summer stock. I would make them up, and I would write my own monologues, and I would play Edith Ann.
Oh.
And she told her,
Oh,
and she came by, and so she was very, very nice.
Oh, that's
I was
nice.
gonna say these stories go one of two ways. Someone's incredibly gracious, or they just completely destroy you.
No, she lived up to her
She had me
my
removed from the set.
expectations.
Right. I'm glad it was the nice way it can go down.
So Joe gets no respect with his raise. 5 to the flop. Flush draw for Garson.
I have to look and see how many votes
Exactly
I
that.
have.
It was
This
just
is when you
recently.
look,
Yes,
right?
have a look. Go on.
I'm going to check.
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 Oh, shoot.
Wow. That was anticlimactic.
Oh, now that ruins
I will
everything.
check.
Let's see.
You checked?
What is that?
Astrophysics.
Check.
Do you have a degree in astrophysics?
What?
Are you an astrophysics?
This may check through to the river, and miraculously, Joe actually has the best hand with King High.
You can ask me about space, and I can tell you a few things, but
Have you?
It might not be
what-
right.
Okay, I'm trying to read that.
Did that factor into your
that
TED
Neil
Talk?
deGrasse Tyson. Is that his name?
hang on 1 second.
Neil deGrasse Tyson, yeah.
Tyson. The for astrophysics for people in a hurry. I can't get past the first. I don't understand.
Is that true?
I thought that was a bit.
literally, it's. I thought it was going to be like space for idiots, and it's
No.
it's not.
Oh, it's
Maybe it is,
It's heavy
but
going,
I'm just
or
I'm very stupid. It's just how big things are and how small things are. It's mind-boggling. Is it up to me? I'm sorry.
It isn't possible to comprehend.
Liv sees an opportunity here with 9 high. She's going to bet. I wonder if someone can sniff this out.
Manchester United.
Nice try. Try a third time. Maybe the check will get through.
English, college.
So Stephen Hawking discovered a black hole.
He's dead.
Had a
Let's not-
theory of the black hole.
he didn't discover
All right.
black holes. He discovered
I gotta throw us to a break.
radiation,
You're in this hand or
which is
what?
that basically.
You can't check. That's all right. I thought you knew there was a bet, and I was like, try checking
I'm
a third
talking.
time.
I'm
thought you were
keeping
doing
it
a bit.
live.
I thought you were doing a bit.
One conversation.
I am
Are we
folding.
having a conversation? What is this?
No, because I have to
about you,
take.
huh?
I have to just host the show right now. We have to take a break. We'll be back right after this.
I was about to.
Welcome back to the Gardens Casino and Poker Night Live Hollywood home game, where I'm trying to get Willie Garson to give me Sex and the City 3 spoilers, or at the very least, some spoilers on the New York gubernatorial race, huh? No Cuomo. It didn't sound like a joke. It just sounded like a political statement. It was supposed to sound like something else. It didn't work. My boss said it wouldn't work, and it didn't work.
If there's a question in there, I'm happy to answer. That's what I have to say.
It was just supposed to get you talking about Sex and the City.
It's an amazing situation, an amazing experience, and we were sad to learn that not everyone felt that way.
Yeah.
That's what I'll say on that topic.
Nice way.
Oh, okay. Well, Garson has 2 6s here on the button. We'll call 20.
Why can't you just make another movie without someone who's not happy in making it?
Well, A, it's not up to me. B, as you know, we're all in the industry here. Joe, you know how it works with,
I've heard.
with Drew Carey. You know how. It was very hard to get them to even greenlight the movie to begin with, because there's no aliens in it. There's no superheroes in it, other than
But it was a
other
big,
than Stanford,
huge
obviously.
hit.
but it's not the business they're in. So when there was any, to use a word, when there was any futzing with the deal making, the studio was like, come on, now it's tainted. Also,
Check.
they didn't want it. I think they don't want it to be about that.
20.
About that this happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would be a lot.
Yeah, but isn't that good?
Listen, I'm
If
all
that's
in.
if it's about that, you're gonna get.
Be careful, that could be
You're all
binding.
in?
Yeah. it's-
Oh my God! Wait a minute.
Oh my God,
I
that
think
is
that's
binding.
binding,
That is
right?
binding.
Yes. All right. Here we
Unless
go.
I change the action, that is binding. So you probably really want me to bet right now.
Yeah, I do. No, it's
check.
not binding.
I check.
It's check.
You can't
Let's
check.
talk about that infection you had in your
my fault.
genitals.
Oh,
It's like
yeah,
the Groucho
so it's-
Marx show. Like I said the secret word. Like a duck is gonna come down. Like
You know, I'd have had your son in this, but you were rude about my note cards during the break.
Oh!
Confirmed.
He was like, I can't work with this.
So what's left of 5 are the 2 flush draws, nut flush draw versus the
Willie
king high
loves
flush
your
draw.
executive producer at a charity poker tournament.
True or untrue?
It's completely true.
That would be the muckraking portion.
Terrible card for
Speaking of which,
Beth
actually,
Hall, who
there
now
were
would need
requests during the
6
break.
of clubs to win this
There were a lot
hand.
of people that are heroes that we met that were terrible to us.
Well, before we were talking about
45.
how great your hero was, Lily Tomlin, and you loved her, but I was wondering if there were any stories on the table for people who've met their heroes, and you know that old cliche, like you never want to meet your heroes because it can burst your bubble.
Bobby Lee introduced me to Jay Moore as a huge fan, and Jay spent the next hour and a half making fun of me.
But in a good way?
In a funny way.
It was definitely funny, and it took, after like the first 40 minutes, I started warming up to it. But I was like, I can't tell if he really thinks I'm weird, and maybe I should just leave.
I worked with Jay Moore for a year, and I loved him. I did. I met Stephen Stills from Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young.
He's got a
and
huge
he
pop.
was such a jerk to me backstage. I learned how to play the guitar because of him. You know, I went to UC Santa Cruz where everyone played Neil Young, and he was such a jerk.
100?
And then years later, I met him again, and he was like, "Oh, I like that
200.
show you're on, The Practice." I'm like, "We're not talking. You were so rude to me." And he's like, "I'm sorry. What can I do to make it up to you?" And I'm like, "Give me your cell phone
There's
number,
one hand
and
that
when
can
I
beat
come
me.
back to
You
the
got
concert,
it?
you'll be nice to me."
Wow, you guys, this massive party. I do want to hear
Ace
this.
9?
Not flush against. Second not flush. That's disgusting.
Wow.
That's
Is there a
disgusting.
That's
Jackpot?
awful.
No.
Oh my God.
Does your story have a
Uber
happier ending?
home.
Well, that's what we call
That's for
cooler
Beth.
here.
Yeah, he gave me a cell phone number, and I said the only way you could really make it up to me is to play my birthday party. And Stephen Stills came to my birthday party.
Okay,
Wow.
Played
that's
Love the One You're With,
amazing.
and it was unreal.
That's amazing.
He sang 2 songs, For What It's Worth and Love the One You're With,
That
at
is
my
amazing.
birthday party.
So he's a nice guy then.
Wow.
Yeah, he was a jerk, and then
But he was
he's
having a
like,
bad day.
yeah, I was a jerk to everybody, but I'm different.
That was horrible. Do you want to buy more?
Yeah, not kidding.
Okay.
Who was yours?
I want to make
Joe?
sure you have the right stack for this
Joe,
next
was
hand.
yours Drew Carey?
What's that? I never met Drew.
Okay.
No. I never met
It
Drew.
was Jay Moore.
Oh, right.
Jay Moore, but the thing is, eventually I did sort of take it as a compliment.
Yeah, an hour's worth of taunting you, that's...
Mine
Because I
was
figured-
Kevin Spacey. Oh, too soon?
Wow. Beth, you can put your white chips out on
Not
the
too
table.
soon.
That'll count for.
Oh my God, Willie.
Is there?
There we go.
I keep hearing like a rim shot.
You know that the very first.
Is there a rim shot back there?
What did Seth say?
No, that had nothing to do with Kevin Spacey. No, I keep hearing like a dude.
Okay, so our very first episode, we let's just say someone mentioned it and it didn't go over that well. So,
Interesting.
Wait, hold on.
talking about the usual suspects.
My hero that
Yes.
was mean to me was House Speaker Chip O'Neill. No, I'm just trying to think of someone like
We have
ridiculous. Like,
So innocuous, no one's ever gonna. Oh wow, it was kind of a.
we have 1 minute left in this segment. I'm just wondering if
Really?
those chips will get.
Wait, am I,
At this point, it's a free for all.
It's on me.
Action is on camera.
hero of yours.
It's always on
That's
Gomez.
embarrassing.
I've had a few rock stars
That
who
is
are probably a
embarrassing.
little
I
less
shouldn't
than
play this.
less
Terrible.
than optimal in their behavior.
But did you really
It's
expect
been
them
such
to
a
be?
sweet game.
Oh no, I did, but I was like 21 and naive, so. But no, actually, I think I've been pretty fortunate. Oh, it's against you?
I check.
Oh, does that change things?
Call. I met Mick Jagger when I was 8 years old, and he was a perfect gentleman. He was in a Chinese restaurant. It was amazing. I went up to him and I said, "May I shake your hand?" And he got out from, I think it was a Bianca or someone underage, and he got out from behind the table and he came and he shook my hand. It was amazing. And I'm telling that story now on Poker Night Live.
We all thought it was a bit at first, but it turned out to be really nice.
No, it's a real story.
Are closing in on the home stretch of the show, which is basically our version of Sweeps Week, so we have to get a break in now to get ready for our special surprise guest.
What?
Welcome back to the Gardens Casino and Poker Night Live Hollywood home game.
Gardens Casino!
Where I must confess to Ian Gomez that I think the Drew Carey shows are probably, I already did this. I covered this already. I covered the Drew Carey show with you.
No, not nearly enough on a show that's almost 30 years old. I've worked since, by the way.
I was hoping you'd have some good Norm Macdonald stories.
That I cannot talk about here.
Really?
No, he's a wonderful, 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 wonderful.
I checked.
Woman.
No, he's a great.
When you say
have
wonderful,
you read
that
his
many
book, by the way?
Yeah, I've started his book.
It's quite a book.
It kind of was rough for me to read because the
By
first
the way,
chapter.
I'm not in it. Is the reason why I was reading it.
The first
Is it
chapter
to me?
doesn't paint him in a very positive light, and I kind of like talk about ruining your heroes for you. And I know the book's like a lot of fiction in it, but I was like, oh, he doesn't come off super likable in this, and I had to give it a break.
With Norm Macdonald, yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting book, I thought. I thought it was just gonna be some fluff kind of thing.
Right.
And it was like, what's real, what's not real? It's like based on a true story,
Right.
it's called.
Check.
But there's no way, like, I know that some parts of it are real.
If you
but
had
I don't,
two
I
spades
can't
in
really
your hand
tell.
right now, it would be a great flop.
When you look at that flop, it's pretty hard to imagine that 2 3s is still the best hand, and now is a set.
You had to get,
What?
get CPR
Hey.
the poker table once?
That was dismissed.
I did get CPR at a poker table once.
You've done your homework.
Did you?
Yeah. I was eating udon noodle soup, you know, the thick noodles.
As one does.
And I needed Heimlich maneuver.
Did somebody
Too
perform?
thick a noodle?
Across the table came, I was in the hand, by the way. We were
It was Dr.
playing-
Ken Jeong.
And he gave me it, and I expectorated everything all over the felt of the table. And we finished the hand.
Oh
then
my
they moved the table
God.
after we finished.
Did you get the jackpot that hand as well?
I did not. I won nothing. I didn't win the hand even.
That is humiliating.
You won your life.
But I didn't die.
Right.
That's
Nice,
That's-
Beth.
Unfortunate
goodwill.
there
Now
for
that
Beth
kind
Hall
of
that no one had a
thing never
spade or
happened.
anything to really call with.
The gardens.
They would have
while
let you. They
drinking
would have let you die.
Kimosabi mezcal.
By the way, I
That would never happen.
The
Am I up to 4?
Kimosabe,
Have I said it 4 times? 4 times?
the Kimosabe goes down so smooth, you would never choke on it.
Never choke on Kimosabi mezcal.
Even if you had an udon noodle trapped in your
You know-
esophagus.
Kimosabi has been a trusted friend to me as a mezcal.
But as always, when I'm at the Gardens Casino, I do drink responsibly.
I obviously do not drink responsibly.
I can't believe that chip hasn't fallen
I
off his head.
I don't play
It's
responsibly.
Impressive. You must
Oh,
be
jeez.
sweating a lot.
He like brought glue with him. He's like, I know a gag that can't miss.
You folded
Now for
that,
continuity, I got to
you
keep this
folded
on.
that baseball hand, that fantastic baseball.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, seriously.
all right.
You saw that? I blew it.
So Ian, I had your card and I remember something on it. It was something
Go,
about
run them.
Alanis Morissette video.
Yeah.
You,
I was.
really?
Yeah.
Isn't that ironic?
What did you do?
Are we gonna do this for a while?
You are
That
a
was
mess.
Because the thing Willie choked on was a jagged little pill.
Wow.
We're going around. This is fun.
It's like rain on your wedding. I'm gonna bet that pot, $15. US.
I fold. I remember what I have.
I'm gonna win the whole.
I think I was in 2 Alanis men.
Take it down. Take it down, Bill Garson.
Nicely done.
You are friends with her. I've seen her at your parties.
He primed you
Yeah.
for that, right?
I haven't seen her in about
primed you for
10
that.
years, but yeah, we're I guess technically.
She did a terrific episode of
Of Curb.
Sex in the City.
Oh, sorry.
was
Also
great.
Curb.
oh really?
She
Yeah.
kissed Carrie.
Ooh.
I would watch that
You
one.
guys should do another movie.
I agree.
Okay.
I need another
Most people
vacation
agree.
home. Yes, I agree. I would love to.
So you're saying you have already a vacation?
Well,
Isn't one enough, Willie Garson? There are people watching who don't have one vacation. Oh, there goes my bet. Is it up to me?
I had the over-under.
It's always on you, Gomez.
I've had this hand 3 times.
It was like 7.5.
I'm sorry, what?
It was way under on 10.
when someone raises, I have to look at the cards. Like,
What a chore playing poker is.
it really is.
So basically, from the chip stacks, it looks like everyone's ahead but me.
That seems
Basically,
right.
that seems about right.
Pretty accurate.
You have
I can't concentrate because I know that my
chip stats
butt
there.
crack.
Yeah, I rebought.
I mean, when you know it's ending.
Concentrating.
It's okay.
So after Manheim makes
I
it
stay
15
play
with
with
two
you guys,
nines,
but
she will get
as a
3 calls,
courtesy,
4 to the flop,
everybody wants to stay and
60 in
play.
the
I
middle.
stick around.
Aw,
Whether you do or
Joe.
not, they make me sit here for 2 more hours.
Joe,
so.
you're adorable.
We have to stay with you.
Appreciate
You
it.
are
Yeah.
great, Joe.
Or as my friend Sherry Oterio would say, you're a doorbell. Ding dong.
Hey, all right.
I love her. God, do I love her.
Another one of my
That's what
comedy
she
idols.
says.
Yeah.
25.
I appreciate when people are of the
raise.
funny, like so that
75.
great. It's just it's such a gift. No.
No.
First time I had cards over 10. So
Are you out? We're out.
of course they-
All right, that's it. The hand is over. We have to take one last break.
Oh no!
During which time I'm going to get some advice from these folks on how to deal with a show being canceled. Back after this. Welcome back, my babies. That'll do it for our show, Poker Night Live, Hollywood Home Game, cast of characters. Thank you so much to my guests. I'm very appreciative. I'm getting choked up.
Let's do that one again.
I'm very appreciative that you're here, guys, and so giving and so quick to make fun of me. Thank you so much. May all your audiences be live and your reruns go to syndication. That is it for us on CBS Sports Network. But the fun never ends at the Gardens Casino. You can play poker here literally anytime. For more poker action, check out our live stream every Thursday and Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific. Head to gardenspokernight.com or twitch.tv/PokerNightTV. Next Tuesday on this show, it's Reality Stars Night Round 2 with Becca and Cien from The Bachelor, the Toms from Vanderpump Rules, and poker superstar and reality TV super fan, Daniel Negreanu. That's if there's not a Las Vegas Golden Knights hockey game. And I really wish I were kidding. He's not coming if they're playing. Also, I swear we're almost done here, but they're letting me plug my stand-up show at the LA Comedy Store. Yeah, this Saturday night, May 12th in the Belly Room, 10 p.m. Ticket link available on my Twitter @Stapes, or you can get them at the door. It'll be better than that, I swear. Finally, this Thursday night at 8 Eastern, CBS Sports Network gets the ball rolling with the USBC Intercollegiate Bowling Championship as the top women's teams take to the lanes and battle it out for a national title on CBS Sports Network. Until next time, for Tiffany, Michelle, Jesse Abramowitz, and everyone at Poker Night Live, I am Joe Stapleton saying good night, my babies.